Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the relation part, that is what relation is. Relations. Then we will discuss about the functions also. First of all, we will discuss about the relation. Let us suppose there are two sets A and B. There are two sets A and B. Let's suppose there are two sets A and B. Then a relation from R A to B. There are two sets A and B. Then the relation R from A to B is subset of A cross B. That is, if a relation, if we have a two sets, that A and B, and we have to find a relation, then we will find out the subsets of A and B. Then we will find a relation also, and relation is denoted by R is relation from A to B. That means R is a subset of A cross B. Okay, if a relation R is denoted by A cross B, then we will say that A and B are the elements of R. That is, A is an element of R and B is an element of R. Or we can write it A related to B. A have a relation with B, which is read it A is related to B by the relation R. Can be read as A is related to B by relation R. So this is all about the theory about the relation. Now we will discuss what relation actually is. If we have to find the number of subsets in a relation, if we have to find total number of relations, so we will write like, we have to find total number of relations. Okay, in this, if we have a two sets A and B, be two non-empty sets. In set A consisting of m set A consisting of m elements and set B consisting of n elements. Then total number of subset in A cross B is 2 raised to the power mn. So these are total number of relations also. If we have to find a number of relations if we have two sets A and B and we have to find total number of relations, then we will find A cross B. The total number of subset in A cross B is equal to 2 to the power mn, where m is the number of elements in set A and n is the number of elements in set B. So this is all about the total number of relation. Now let's move to the domain and the range of a relation. What is the meaning of a domain and what is the meaning of a range? Domain and range. Okay. What is a domain? If R be a relation, R is a relation from is be a relation from set A to set B. Then what is the domain in that set and what is the range in that set? Domain will be the set of first components of ordered pair is domain, and set of second component of ordered pair is called as range. So these are domain and range. Let's move to the questions on the number of elements, domain and range. Question number 1. In this question, if A is a set in which there are the elements 1, 3, 5, 7 and B is the element in which there are set 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10, and it is given that relation R is equal to 1, 8, 3, 6, 5, 2, 1, 4, and we have to find domain and range. So in this case, what we are seeing, the relation is 18365214. So domain, as we write the first component of ordered pair, so domain will be equal to domain of R, that is domain of relation R will be equal to the first element. First element is 1, 3, 5. So these will be the first element of relation, so domain will be equal to 1, 3, 5. Now range is second element of the relation, so range will be equal to 8, 4, 6, 2, 4. So range will be equal to 8, 6, 2, 4. These are the range and these are the domains. Let's move to the second question. It is given that A is a element. Set A contains element 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and let R be relation on A defined by R. In this it contains set A and B where A belongs to A and B belongs to B. It is given that A divides B. So these are the conditions given to you, that A, B, and we have to find first relation R, second domain, and third we have to find a range. Let's do that question. First we have to make, in this question the relation is not given, so we have to make a relation. We have given a relation in the form of this type, so we have to make a subset or the sets of this relation. So just make the relation first and then we will find the answer. So it is given that A divides B. So element A divides element B, and it is given A is a subset of A and B is a subset of B. So we have to find the elements. So A divides B, that means if element 1, if we take element 1, then 1 divides 1. Okay, 1 divides 2 also. A divides B, A जो है वो B को divide करता है. That means A divides B, 1 divides 1. Okay. Second will be 1 divides 2, 1 divides 3 also, 1 divides 4 also, 1 divides 5 also, and 1 divides 6 also. We take a relation 1 with all the elements. Now move to the second, that is 2. Yes, 2 divides 2, 2 divides 4, 2 divides 6, 2 doesn't divide, and 3, 2 doesn't divide 1. Next move to the third, 3 divides 1, no. 3 divides 2, no. So 3 divides 3, yes. 3 divides 6, yes. Move to the 4, then 4 divides 2, no. 3, no. Then 4 divides only 4, and 6 divides only 6. So these are the relation we will take out from these elements, from this information. So first one is relation, that we have found that. Now second is domain. Domain is the element of first elements of the relation. So domain will be equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. This is the domain. Third one we have to find is range. Range will be equal to the second elements of the subset, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the elements that will become in the range, and these are the elements that will come in the domain. But if we see, there is no elements in domain and range. Let's move to the next question, that is question number 3rd. Okay. In this, R be a relation on the set N of natural number denoted by are A, B such that A plus 3B is equal to, where A belongs to natural number and B also belongs to natural number. We have to find first R, second domain, and third part is range. That is, we have to first find out the R, and it is given the condition A plus 3B is equal to 12, and A and B are natural number. Let's start to make a domain. Okay, if we put A is equal to 1 or B is equal to 1, if we are putting B equal to 1, then A plus 3 into 1 will be equal to 12. This gives A is equal to 9. If we put B equal to 2, then A plus 3 into 2 will be equal to 12. This gives A is equal to 6. And if we put B equal to 3, then A plus 3 into 3 is equal to 12. This will give A is equal to 3. Now, if we put B equal to 4, then A will be equal to 3 into 4 equal to 12, and A is equal to 0. But 0 is not a natural number, so we can't consider this. Now if we take 5, then it is also, A will not come natural number. If we take 6, then it's also natural number, so we will let it down here only. So relation became, when A is equal to 9, B is equal to 1. When A is equal to 6, B is equal to 3. And when A equals to 3, then B equal to 4. So this is a relation we make. First question is done. Now move to the next question. B is 2, and when A equals to 3, B is also 3. This is a relation. So domain will be equal to first element, that is 9, 6, 3, and range will be equal to 1, 2 and 3. This is the domain and the range of the following number. Let's move to the functions, starting the topic with the functions. Okay, what is function? Let A and B be two non-empty sets. Function f from set A to set B is a rule of correspondence which associate elements of set A to elements of set B to elements of set B. Okay. First point is, all elements of set A are associated to all elements of set B. That means the element of set B must be associated with the element of set B. Second condition is, an element of set A is associated to unique element in set B. एलिमेंट जो है फर्स्ट का एक यूनिक एलिमेंट के साथ होगा सेट B के साथ. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, function is A to B and defined by fx will be equal to x square. So is a function such that f is equal to first one is minus 1 1 0 0, and third one is 1 1. This is the function. So we can draw it diagrammatically this way. This is a set A and this is a set B. We draw in set A there are elements minus 1 0 1, and set B there are elements 0 1 and 2. Minus 1 is related to 1, 0 is related to 0, and 1 is related to 1. That means this is a set A, this is a set B. Element of set A is related to element of set B. So this means this is a function in which element of set A is represented by element of set B. As like in the functions, in this also we can find out the domain and the codomain of any set. So in this function domain is equal to, now domain, codomain and range. Domain, codomain and range. Let f be a function related to a, b. Set A is known as domain. In this is domain. And set B is known as codomain. Set A is known as domain and set B is known as codomain. And set of all f images of element A is known as range. Okay. If we are writing a function fa, that is function of fx, that is x belongs to A, is equal to range of f, that is f of A is subset of B. So this is called as domain, codomain and range of any function.